All right, next up we have Excel, and Excel you're going to learn about more in your Comp Lit class, so for right now I just really want to do the basics. Because we've been working on all the other Microsoft products, it should automatically log us in, but we'll need to click through some of these prompts. We're going to start with just a blank document, but there's obviously a lot of other templates you can use as well. And then when you first get to the page, if you tap around on the page, you'll notice the keyboard's not there and you can't type. So all you need to do is double click on the cell and then you can actually type into it. Now most of you have a keyboard, so this shouldn't be a problem, but if you don't have a keyboard, that's how you can type in Excel. From here, we can bold, italicize, underline, and then what I like is actually tapping on the letter above that column, and you can adjust the formatting for that entire column or row if you clicked on the number. And then that's also how you can adjust the size of the column or the row, is you can actually just drag the letter B over to make it bigger or smaller, or you can double tap it and it will automatically adjust. When you're ready to select information, you can just drag either of the green corners and that'll select cells. And then we can click on the two A's and outline our cells using the all borders, outside borders, whichever you choose. One of the biggest uses for Excel is making graphs. So once you have a data table, you can select all the information. You can go to Insert, and then we can insert a chart. I love the recommended charts because if you've created your data table correctly, it almost always recommends the right graph. I personally like the vertical bar graph. Once you make a graph, you're going to want to go to the Elements button and make sure that you've included your axis titles. So you want to include the primary horizontal, go back, add another axis title, primary vertical. And then one other thing I really like to add into graphs are data labels, and I personally like the outside end. So now you can go in and you can actually type on those things and change the title, change the axis title to whatever you need for your project. Once you've created your graph, you can go into styles and change the look of your graph. So if you like different colors or shading or whatever, just make sure if you change the style that it always includes your axis titles. You don't want to lose those. And now we can just copy our graph and then take it over into a Word document where you might have written up your lab report, or you can paste it into a PowerPoint if you're trying to present information. But that's how you make a graph. Those are the basics of Excel.